am going to teach you how to play Killing Me Softly with his song, that classic Roberta Flack song that was covered again, I think it was the 90s, the early 2000s by Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. If this is what you're looking for, stick around. It's going to be awesome. I'm Brenda Earl-Stokes. I'm the owner and creator of Piano and Voice with Brenda. I make creative and practical resources to help people like you become a more versatile musician. So what's great about this song, before we get into it, I have a free lyric and chord printable. You guys love these. All you have to do is go to pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com/killing-me-softly. You just enter your information in. It will go right to your email inbox, 100% totally free, just because you're awesome. So without further ado, let's get into a studio mode. Here we go. So this song is in the key of A flat major, okay? And A flat major has 4 flats. What I tell everyone to do all the time is just go through and play the scale a couple of times. You know, do your chords, all that kind of stuff in inversions, do your arpeggios, do 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. I have a tutorial that shows you what these 5 exercises that you should do every day. And without further ado, we're going to get right into it here. So we're going to start off and we're going to play the majority of this tutorial with root position chords. And I know people might be like, oh, isn't there something else you can do? There are other things that you can do, but this is just as good as anything else we could do here together. So we're going to start out. The song is basically in 2 parts. There's the verse, which is 16 bars long, and then there's the chorus that is 16 bars long. And it's a lot of the same information that we hear over and over again. And so it's going to be nothing, terribly surprising. So we're going to start out with a B flat minor 7 chord. And our left hand is going to play the root. Our right hand is going to play the chord, as I said, in root position. So it's the 1, 3, 5, the 7. Okay, B flat minor 7. Then we're going to play an E flat 7. And same thing here, 1, 3, 5, and 7. And then we're going to go A flat major 7, just like that. D flat major 7, right? Same thing, root position. And then we're going to go B flat minor 7. We've done this already. E flat 7. And then we're going to play F minor 7. F, A flat, C, E flat. We're going to do that twice. And then we're going to go back to the B flat minor 7, to the E flat 7, to the A flat major 7. And if you've been around here a little bit, that's what we call the 2-5-1 progression. So we're going to just go and I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I went to see him to listen for a while. B flat minor 7. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger. And then we're going to play a C7 chord, just like that. C, E minor, or E, G, B flat. And then this is going to roll us right into the chorus. And so the C7 chord is actually the 5 of where we're going. F minor 7, right, root position. And then we're going to do that 2-5-1 again in A flat, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, and A flat major 7. So it's going to go, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words. Now we're going to go back into triads for a minute, which is kind of interesting. So we're going to go F minor over F, F minor over E flat, just like that. So we're just changing the bass note. Then we're going to play B flat over D. Okay. So it goes, killing me softly with his song. Then we're going to play a whole string of major 7 chords. And remember, a major 7 chord is just the major triad with the 7 on top, and the 7th is a half step lower than the root on top. So this is an easy way to kind of remember how to do it. So we're going to go E flat major 7. Then we're going to go D flat major 7. Then we're going to go A flat major 7, right, which we've done already. Then we're going to go D flat major 7. Then we're going to do 2 bars of G flat major 7. And then we're going to go to F major 7. Just like that. So let's do the chorus one more time. Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words. Now this is the F minor over E flat. Killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his world, killing me alive with his words, killing me softly. You're gonna do it 2 times. With his song, just like that, okay? So let's try the first verse into the chorus one more time, just so you can see how it all lines up. What I like to do is have people strum through the chords first, and then strum and sing, and then third, add the time. So we're gonna be kind of thinking about the rhythm here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I went to see him to listen for a while. 2, 3, 4. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers. 3, 4. Singing my life with his words. 3, 4. Killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his song, telling my whole life with his song, killing me softly with his song. See how we did that? And I promise I won't screw up the words anymore. So the accompaniment strategy that we're going to use is something that I call wiggly fingers. I'll break this down for you in a second. I heard he had a smile, and so I went to see him to listen for a while. Doesn't that sound beautiful? So wiggly fingers is something that you hear Elton John doing. Right? And so what this basically is kind of doing the piano equivalent of finger picking on the guitar. What we're going to do is we're going to break the notes up between the hands so that you're playing one note of the chord at a time. And that gives that kind of rolling quality like you would get if you were finger picking on the guitar. So we're going to make one small change in the left hand. Before we were just playing the bass note. Now what we're going to do is we're going to play the root and the 5th of the chord in the left hand. And then we're going to play the whole chord in the right hand. And so you could practice this all the way through. Do you notice when the notes turn color? It's because I'm pedaling, just so you know. I'm using the damper pedal. So you could just practice playing the chord in the right hand and the root in the 5th in the left hand. And you might think to yourself, well, it feels a little bit, kind of chunky. But the good thing about this is it's giving us another finger to do our wiggly fingers with, because we need a little bit more fingers. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the notes of the chord and we're going to play them one at a time up. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. And it might take you a little time. Definitely use the pedal if you need it. I'm doing it for every chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and hold. 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 1 and 2 and 3 and. So we're going. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I went might say to yourself, but wait, there is a bar that has 2 chords in one bar. What do we do? So what we're doing is you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's what we're going to do. You can't play all of this because it's too many eighth notes. We only need 4, right? Because we're playing eighth notes. So for the whole bar, we have 8 of them to get through to be able to fill the bar with rhythm. So in this case, if there's 2 chords per bar, then you have 4 eighth notes. So what you can do is play as much of the shape as you can. There's the root in the 5th, right? And then you've got to play this E flat. And so what you can do is keep the rest of it the same, just like that. And then when you've got the B flat over D, you could play the D, F, just like that if you want. Or you could do the D, B flat. But I kind of like playing the D, F, just like that. So it's going to go, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Doesn't that sound so pretty? So we could do one more adjustment to this, because say you want to keep that rolling feeling going all the way through, because all we're doing right now is eighth, 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 eighth tied to a quarter, right? I'll have it here. And so what if you want to fill up the whole bar? Well, we need to keep playing eighth notes. That's the right number of eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. See how we do that? So we're just playing the same notes. It's just instead of just going up, we're going to go all the way up and then come back down enough until we have 8 eighth notes in the bar. So I heard he had a good song. I heard he had a style. Hear how pretty that is? And so I went to meet him to listen for a while. And there he was. That is. So that's a fabulous thing that you can do. One other accompaniment strategy that I want to give you, and again, this is just bonus at this point. I just want to make sure you have some different stuff that you can play so you're not bored of it. No one will be bored of you doing this because it sounds so, it's like sort of a mini Liberace kind of playing all these arpeggios. What you could actually do is play a Bossa Nova groove. And this is again something I think that Roberta Flack's music is really on the cusp of like pop music, R&B music, jazz. It's got definitely big jazz influences. She would say that herself, you know, that there's the jazz influence. And it kind of all goes like into that easy listening, like Sade. You know, there's a lot of singers that kind of live in that realm. And so you could definitely do this. Is a very cool idea. So what that's going to look like is both right, left, right. Both right, left, right. Let's do it again. Both right, left, right. Both right, left, right. So it goes, I heard he had a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I went to see him to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy. You see how we do that? And it sounds so very nice. So we're going to get into a full playthrough of the song now. We'll do all of the different verses. And I'll show you like the wiggly finger stuff and all that kind of stuff. And I promise that I'll sing the right words too. I promise. I can't always promise. So yeah, let's do it. So what I'm going to do is start out by playing a little intro. And so we could do... So I've just played the last little bit of the song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style. And so I came to meet him to listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Let's switch to a bossa nova. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I found he found my letters and read each one aloud. I prayed that he would finish, but he just kept right on, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Doesn't that sound great? I mean, it really sounds very sophisticated considering all we're doing is playing root position chords. And this is a piece of the puzzle that I really, really want to unlock for you, is it feels like there should be more stuff that we're doing, but all we're doing is these arpeggiated chords. And then if you choose to, you can throw the bossa nova in there kind of at your leisure. But this sounds really, really good. And I would play it this way, absolutely. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If it was, leave me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. It's really great for the channel if you leave a comment. But tell me what you thought of the tutorial. Do you have questions? What are some other songs that you're thinking about in the future? It would be really great to know all of this as we grow the channel together. If you want to know more about me, you should definitely check out my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. There you'll see a plethora, a myriad, incredible amount of great resources, and you'll learn how you can work with me. I actually teach a lot of subscribers like you one-on-one lessons, sometimes once a week, sometimes once a year. And it's very cool. It's over Zoom or Google Meet. It's a lot of fun. And better yet, I have this incredible online membership called the Versatile Musician. We're talking like 1,200 plus tutorials, printables, like all kinds of fantastic resources in ear training, musicianship, song learning, learning to play chords. So if you want to level up without the commitment of private lessons and for a very, very reasonable monthly fee, then you should definitely check that out. And make sure to use coupon code GETSTARTED30 for $30 off your first month. It's awesome. I'll be so glad to welcome you there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.